In this video, I will review The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. In this book, Hal talks about the 6 habits that he says will transform your life before 8 a.m. Keep watching to find out more. Hi, I'm Linda and welcome to my YouTube channel, Better You Books, where I read and review books that help you to become a better version of yourself. In today's video, I will be reviewing The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. I'll tell you more about the book, the author, my key takeaways and my favourite quote before letting you know who I recommend this book for and giving it a rating out of 5. So keep watching till the end to find out what score I gave it. The Miracle Morning was released in 2012 and it is an international bestseller. When Hal was younger, he was involved in a car accident which left him clinically dead for 6 minutes. Years later, he ended up hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt. This book talks about how he discovered the Miracle Morning in a bid to turn his life around. Hal has written many books, a lot of them on a bit of a theme. For example, The Miracle Morning for salespeople, The Miracle Morning for real estate agents, The Miracle Morning for college students. See what I mean? His most recent book is called The Miracle Equation, and it talks about the proven formula that the world's most successful people have used to achieve their successes. Hal is also a keynote speaker, and he has a podcast called Achieve Your Goals with Hal Elrod. Hal says that the Miracle Morning will make you happier, healthier, more successful, give you more energy and less stress. It is now practiced daily by more than 500,000 people in over 70 countries. The book is based on the mnemonic SAVERS, which represents silence, affirmations, visualization, exercise, reading and scribing. The book is divided into 10 chapters and it starts by talking about Hal's background and how he discovered the Miracle Morning. It then goes on to tell you why it's so important for your life and then more detail on each of the savers. Here are my 3 key takeaways from reading this book. Number 1, your morning routine affects your levels of success that day. This reminds me of something that Rachel Hollis always says. If you own the morning, then you own the day. If you own the day, then you own the week. In the book, Hal writes, how you wake up each day and your morning routine, or lack thereof, dramatically affects your levels of success in every single area of your life. Focused, productive, successful mornings generate focused, productive, successful days, which inevitably create a successful life. By simply changing the way you wake up in the morning, you can transform any area of your life faster than you ever thought possible. And I can totally understand this because since I've been practicing the Miracle Morning myself, I feel so good at how much I've achieved before I even start working in the morning. Number 2, every single thought, choice and action is determining who we are becoming. This is something that's come up for me in a number of different books I've read, and it's made me recognise the importance of how we think about ourselves and what we are capable of. In the book, Hal writes, we must realise that the real impact and consequence of each of our choices and actions, and even our thoughts, is monumental because every single thought, choice and action is determining who we are becoming, which will ultimately determine the quality of our lives. Finally, number 3, now matters more than any other time in your life. Hal writes, now matters more than any other time in your life because it's what you are doing today that is determining who you're becoming, and who you're becoming will always determine the quality and direction of your life. Hal says that we should leave the past in the past. To be honest, I sometimes struggle with this because I have regrets about things that I've done or normally things that I haven't done in the past. But that way of thinking is so pointless because we can't change the past. We can only change the future. And the future is determined by the choices that we make now and from this moment onwards. I love quotes, and this is my favourite quote from the book. There is nothing to fear because you cannot fail. Only learn, grow, and become better than you've ever been before. Hal says that 95% of people that read a book don't implement the actions that they have learned because nobody is holding them accountable. I actually read this book at the same time as a few of my friends, and it was really good because we were able to talk through it and discuss it as we went along and hold each other accountable. This book is really short and easy to read. However, a lot of the concepts in this book are not new and original, and Hal admits himself that he got these ideas from reading many personal development books himself. All he's done is he's combined all of these ideas into a more marketable package. Some of the book felt quite repetitive, and I understand sometimes it's important to repeat things so they can kind of really sink in more. However, in this book, it did feel more like he was just stretching out the ideas to fill space. Conversely, I think the section on savers could have been a lot longer. I would have liked to see more research, more stats, more case studies. I mean, for me, I was coming at this book as someone who's already read a lot about affirmations and journaling and so on, and had them on my to-do list as something that I wanted to try. However, a lot of people reading this book might not know much, if anything, about these concepts. So I think it would have been really important for Hal to have added more information about why they are so important and how they can be beneficial to your life. I actually ended up Googling a few things because I felt like I needed more depth on some of the savers. The good thing about this book, though, is it's not very prescriptive. Hal says you can do the savers in any order, and he says you don't even have to do them in the morning. And if you're really pushed for time one day, he says you can do them in as little as 6 minutes. This book felt a bit salesy at times, though, and Hal's background is in sales, so maybe that's not completely surprising. But it felt a bit like overkill because I've already bought the book, you know, the sales pitch has already worked. But sometimes his enthusiasm and salesmanship did encourage me to get more excited about trying the Miracle Morning for myself. So what did I think of this book? It was easy to read and it made me excited to try the Miracle Morning for myself. Like I said earlier, the ideas in the book are not new. So in some ways it doesn't feel that impressive. However, I've known about affirmations and journaling and all of that for a long time, and I haven't actually done them. Whereas reading this book made me want to actually put these concepts into practice. So maybe the book is genius after all. I'm going to give it 3.5 stars. However, I don't think I can simply review the book. I need to review the practice. So in a couple of weeks, I'm going to be putting out a video which talks all about how I got on with doing the 30-day Miracle Morning Transformation Challenge. I would recommend this book to people who need more energy or focus in their lives. You've got nothing to lose, you might as well give it a go. What do you think? Are you interested in checking this book out for yourself? If so, then drop me a comment below. I've also added links in the description about the book and about Hal too. If you prefer listening to books rather than reading them, Hal narrated this book himself for Audible. He also has a movie out this month too, called the Miracle Morning Movie, which talks about the morning routines of the world's most successful people, and also talks about people, you know, who've been successful with the Miracle Morning all around the world. For my next video, I'm going to be looking back at all of the books that I've reviewed in 2020 and counting down to my favourite. So watch next time to find out what that was. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then please click subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're the first to know about my future videos. Also, if you're on Instagram, then give me a follow. I'm at @BetterYouBooks and I post book inspiration and motivational quotes. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas, and I look forward to seeing you next time.